Hey everyone, this is Randy from BibleBuyingGuide.com. Today I'm taking a look at the Premier Collection version of the Thompson Chain Reference Bible in the NIV, revised and updated from Zondervan. So we've looked at this before in the video where I compared all the different sizes. So this one I want to take a look just at this one specifically. It's a little bit heavier than the regular edition, and it's because it has 36 GSM, just like most of the Premier Collection. Alright, so we have goatskin leather, and it is a pliable, soft leather that's leather lined with a gilt line inside, edge lined, perimeter stitching around the outside. It does have a grain you can feel with your fingers. It looks good, it looks smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 raised hubs with silver printing, and that goes with the blue under silver art gilt. 3 3/8" ribbons. They're long, they feel silky, they're double-sided, they look great. Different colors of blue that matches the blue art gilt. Now this one stays open amazingly well. First page is the glued page for the tab. That's on purpose. And then we have a presentation page. And then we have stitching. This is Overcast Stitching for the first signature, all the way down. Only the Premier Collection has the Overcast Stitching. And this one stays open well. Most tabs are stiff and they try to close, and they cause this weird hump that's a little bit annoying. This one's not so bad. It stays open well. So let's look at what we got here. We've already looked at the Thompson's design. This one is made in China, just like all the others. Typeset by 2K Denmark. The overall design is done by 2K Denmark based on the original Thompson design. Now this one is a black letter edition, but it's still a two-color edition because all of the headings and all of the highlights are still in red. And this is a dark, beautiful red. So at the beginning of each book is the book analysis. It's been brought together to create a book introduction. It gives you the author, date written, purpose, to whom it was written, main theme, keyword, key verse, synopsis, prominent people, the lesson of the ages, and major chains. Most of them have things that are specific to each book. And here's our layout. The NIV is in paragraph. And what's different between this one and the original Thompson is that the chains are aligned to the text, pointing to the text. And then also a couple of differences. It now has the topic name first, then the chain number, and that topical chain number is in red, and then the verse. Every topic that starts the chain has an arrow, and every topic that ends the chain has a square. And all the chains have been improved. They're still the same chains, but everything that's in the back is now in the margins, and everything that's in the margins is now in the back. So it's all been completed, it's all been finished out. And also the words that it uses are specific to the translation. So other translations will have words that are specific to it. Now this one has the Poetic Setting. There's a look at the poetry. It does have a lot of lines with a single word. That's just because of the design. It has 6 to 7 words per line, with lots of space between the lines. It does not include line matching, but that's because the NIV licensing. The others will have line matching. Now this one does bend a little further into the gutter, is a little tighter in the gutter because it doesn't rise up as much as the others. That's due to the edge lining. That's typical for edge lining. That red is gorgeous. And here's our black letter text. And it is a 9.5 point font. Across the top, this one is interesting because we have page summaries in the inner margin. And then in the middle, in the center, we have page numbers. Then in the outer margin, we have the book name, chapter, and verse number. And this paper is more opaque than the regular edition, which is 30 GSM. This is a lot more opaque. But now it is a heavier Bible because of the extra thickness in the paper. But it is a great paper. If you're not concerned about how heavy it is, I would prefer this one, just because of the paper alone. Then in the back we have the Thompson Comprehensive Bible Helps. These have been improved. Still the same information, except for the archaeological supplement, which was the least used feature and it was out of date, and they reused the numbers from the archaeological supplement for some of the things that were not numbered or labeled, such as maps and charts and that sort of thing. So the alphabetical index of topics, you'll know this by different names in different translations from the Thompson. Now it's the alphabetical index of topics. And it still works the same. Start here, look for your topics. And then it gives you the topic number in red. Beautiful red. Then the numerical index of topics also was known by different names. Now it's numerical index of topics. The prominent verses are in red. The topic number is in red. So it stands out really well. It also gives you suggested topics. The prominent verses are printed in full so that you can just access them here. So this is clean. Very clean. And it's been improved. And all the old charts and things have been updated. Here is the condensed outline of the Bible. The old charts have been updated with new designs, new maps, newly designed maps, newly designed illustrations. Paper is easy to turn, easy to read from. Prominent characters classified. Still the same information, just updated in the way it's presented. Outline history of the apostles, Messianic prophecies, Bible harmonies and illustrated studies. And there's all of those. And here is the new maps. Cleaner design, easier to access and read. Before, all of this information was on the map itself. Now they've separated them out. Newly designed maps that are cleaner and easier to read, and then all the information is separated. Overview of Jesus' life, Harmony of the Gospels, the life of Christ, lots of good charts and information, the hours on the cross, post-resurrection appearances. Here's Paul. Outline history of the early church. Distance in miles. Topical treasury. Christian workers text. Memory verses, age to memorization. New illustrations for places of religious worship and religious leaders. Hebrews times and seasons and festivals. Then our concordance. The concordance isn't as large as the NIV Study Bible, but it's still a large concordance. Very good concordance for study. It has 2,474 word entries and over 10,000 scripture references. I did not count that, so I did not confirm. But that is what it says. Here's how many it has for God, starting here. Going all the way here. So yeah, quite a bit. 4 columns, plus some extras. So yeah, 4.5 columns, quite a bit. Then here's the list of maps. 13 maps. And different divisions. And then also it has a map index. I am a map index guy. I like it when they include a map index. Makes them easier to read, easier to use. Easier to find what you're looking for. And I do use maps. And then this one has 13 pages of notes, lined paper, and this is the 36 GSM paper. So good amount of note paper there. And then archaeological sites. Here are the maps. The maps are on semi-gloss, the thick semi-gloss paper. Annotated well. Colorful. I love the colors in these. One more chart I wanted to show. Now, some of the books have charts in their introductions. So we'll show some examples. Contrast between the testaments. Here's one for 2 Kings, rulers of the divided kingdom of Israel and Judah. So let's look at the size and weight. I'm just going to bend this around a little bit. It does have a yap. Pretty good bit of yap there. And it's a little bit floppy. You can fold this around and do what you want with it. So if you're the kind that likes to roll it around, you can do that. It won't fold in the spine, so that's good. But let's see here. We've got about 6 3/4, and I'm just estimating. Folding it around through here, about 9 1/2, and 1 7/8, and then we'll weigh. 3 pounds 11 ounces, in that range. And here's how it looks compared to the 30 GSM edition. Both are the regular edition. Both have 9.5 point font. You can see the Premier Collection is a touch thicker. Footprint is the same. And then we'll compare the paper. And the regular edition is a red letter compared to the black letter of the Premier Collection. Here's the same page on both. Might not pick up well on the camera, but the Premier Collection 36 is noticeably more opaque. The 30 GSM does have a good opacity, but the 36 GSM is a lot more opaque. There's a chart in Romans. So that's a quick look at the Premier Collection Thompson in the NIV. That's an excellent Bible. It is a little heavy, but it's worth it. I like the size of this. I like the paper. I like the print. It feels sturdy, feels tough, feels strong. The opacity of the paper is amazing. The dark print is excellent. It's easy to read. I like that they've updated the references and the indexes so they all match now. So I can't wait to see the rest of the translations done in the Comfort Print, and I can't wait to see them all done in Premier Collection. If you're not sure which one you want, then you can always start with a lower priced edition, which I will show the covers in a different video, comparing them all together, including the genuine leather. And then you can always start with one of those and then work your way up to this one if you're interested. So I'll place some links in the notes so that you can make a purchase if you are interested. Also, I'll place links to BibleBuyingGuide.com where you can see the written review with more information and you can see photos. And Zondervan did supply this in exchange for an honest review. If you have any questions, let me know. Thanks.